in lieu of the oh yeah, wow. So they just called another big race. I am the friendly. This is the Friendly Neighborhood History Channel, and we are bringing you some reaction, live reaction to the presidential race. I did my full length video, my presidential election video last night prediction, where I predicted that Donald Trump would narrowly win the presidential race, and I gave some detailed explanation about it. It's a 30-minute video. Go check that out if you haven't. It was a lot of fun to make. Really enjoyed it. I wanted to do a Senate video, a full-length Senate video, where I explained who's going to win the Senate races, but that never really came together. Just because of timing, but I've been watching the results, studying them as a social scientist does, because this has been a historic presidential election that is coming down to the very end and the very wire. And I am surprised. I am a little bit flabbergasted, and I imagine a lot of people, not just in the United States, but all over the world, are pretty surprised about this result. A lot of people did not expect President Trump to do so well, and for Vice President Harris to do so poorly. A lot of people expected it to be very close. I expected it to be closer than it actually was, but this has just been extraordinarily surprising for a lot of people in many different ways, and I don't know exactly what's going to happen next. Night's not over, it's still young, but it's a very likely possibility that by midnight they have called this race for Donald Trump. And that is a possibility. Like midnight on the East Coast, which is like an hour from now. I mean, that's possible. It's not likely, but it's possible. It's even more, there's a possibility that Trump wins the popular vote. This has become a huge surprise, a huge, overwhelming win for Trump that no one ever saw coming. But I think the unpopularity of a lot of the Biden-Harris policies here in the United States, for one reason or another, can't. Mrs. Harris could never really push herself away from those, and I think that's why she's struggling as she is, and I think that's why we're looking at things the way they are now in kind of a surprising way. Trump is probably about to declare victory in a very arrogant, braggadocious way, but we have no idea. This is going to continue to be crazy, and I will be bringing you any updates. But I just wanted to get on the live like I promised and just give my reaction. My reaction is, wow, I'm stunned. This is incredible. We will. Okay, that's not Trump talking. But yeah, so anyways, I was thinking Trump was talking. I wanted to hear that. But yeah, a lot of surprises coming, a lot of votes still to count, not continuing. Not only will Trump probably win, he will probably have both the House and the Senate, which in the American system is important because legislation originally proceeds from the House and the Senate to the White House. Hello, welcome. We're doing it. This is the Friendly Neighborhood History Channel. We're talking a little bit about the election, a live reaction to everything going on, and it's just been crazy seeing Trump surprisingly do very well throughout most of the United States, especially in those critical swing states that he needed to win in. So there's a lot going on, and we'll be giving you more updates and stuff like that as everything goes along. But we've got a lot of time left. But if Trump gets both the House and the Senate, it means he can push his legacy and legislation in his second non-consecutive term through with the House and the Senate in his grasp. What is surprising is the margin. Some people really expected Trump to win. It seemed like the race was tightening up in the last few days. However, it has turned into a surprisingly strong showing from Trump. Who knows if that will hold on or if that will wane and waver. We're not sure yet. We're only watching and seeing what's going to happen next. It's kind of it's still anyone's game to some extent. But if you look at everything that's going on, there's just been a lot of upheaval and there's been a lot of surprises, and the Republicans are doing really well, not just in the Senate, but in the House of Representatives. You got your shout out, Alan. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. What's surprising, Gene, is not that Trump is winning, it's that he's winning pretty substantially right now, and that this race may be over by midnight on the East Coast, which is only an hour from now, or maybe in a few hours. Who knows? No one expected that. Very few people expected it to be over this quickly and for Trump. A lot of people did not expect a Harris landslide, but a lot of people thought she had a chance at winning. So who knows what's going on there? This election's been crazy and all over the place. And the Friendly Neighborhood History Channel, we realized back in July this was a historic presidential election, not just a regular presidential election. So we got in our skin in the game. We started doing weekly This Week in Politics videos. I'll be doing one probably this Friday or Saturday, talking about This Week in Politics and this historic election night. And also, we did a full-length prediction video about this race and how it was going to go down. And my prediction might have been not only true, but it might have underestimated Trump significantly. He has done better in every single state that he was leading in, and he has done better in almost every single state compared to 2020. He's cut into Harris's margins throughout many states that were solid Democrat states. So so Trump's done very strong. It's surprising how strong the Republicans are doing, and with that, he's carrying senatorial and House candidates with him. It's called the coattail effect. When people who vote for a presidential candidate start voting for the House and Senate members from the same party, it's a coattail. They're riding his coattails to their own success. And we knew that we would want to talk about this, so we talked about it a lot in the live stream, and we've also done our election prediction video and other things like that. So we've got a lot to go. We'll see what happens the rest of the night, but just wanted to give a quick update to everybody. Thank you and have a great night.